friends, it's Mr. Jim, and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If this is your first time or you're still newer to our family, I want to encourage you to try 5. That's our challenge where, for 5 days in a row, your kids listen to some awesome stories to use their imagination and watch their creativity come to life. You see, we make stories every single day for you, and you just never know what kind of story you're going to find on any given day. So hang with me for 5 days, whether maybe driving in the car or maybe during lunchtime. And I think you're going to find something pretty amazing happens. Well, friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go! Miles jumped onto Isaac's bed. Hey, what do you want to do today? Miles shouted at a sleepy Isaac. He bounced up and down over his brother's legs. I don't know, want to play dinosaurs outside? Said Isaac as he stretched his arms up in the air as he sat up. Yeah, first one outside gets to be T-Rex! Miles jumped off the bed and started running out of the room. Laughing, Isaac jumped off too. Hey, wait for me! The two boys ran down the hall towards the living room, roaring like dinosaurs. They were about to turn back to the back door when the TV caught their eye.
We have breaking news today. The biggest asteroid in the world is headed towards Earth,
they heard the news person say.
NASA says they are preparing to send their best astronauts to try and stop it. There are reports that they might not be fast enough. In other news...
There's no time for dinos now, said Miles. Isaac grinned wide and finished Miles' thought. It's time for Super Space Squad! The boys ran outside to their treehouse, which doubled as a super secret spaceship. No one else knew about it. Well, except NASA. Ring! Shrieked the super secret space phone. The phone was only used for emergencies, and the only people who had that number was... Yep, you guessed it. NASA. Isaac put it on speakerphone so Miles could hear it too.
Triple S, have you seen the news? NASA needs your help. We're trying to gather our astronauts for the mission, but they all went to a birthday party last night and have tummy aches from eating too much cake. I know it sounds ridiculous, but all the astronauts are at home, and there's nothing we can do about it at this point. Except, can you go to space and stop the asteroid to save the world?
Isaac and Miles assured the astronaut on the other line that they could do it. Yes, the Super Space Squad is on our way! They shouted in unison. They had just installed new turbo blasters, so their spaceship was faster than ever before. Dressed in their spacesuits, the boys strapped into their seats. The treehouse rumbled, shaking more and more as the jet blasters heated up. The engine grew louder and louder until it roared louder than 100 lions. The treehouse roof popped off and outpeaked the nose of their spaceship.
3, 2, 1, blast off!
They blasted off out of the treehouse, up through the clouds, piercing the Earth's atmosphere and arriving in space. Isaac typed in the coordinates of the asteroid that NASA gave them. The boys floated among the stars in their spaceships looking for signs of the asteroid. It says it should be like right around here somewhere, Isaac said, looking at the space map. Isaac? Asked Miles. Are asteroids big? Yeah, responded Isaac, looking at the map. Are they hot? Yes. Are they big flaming balls of lava, rock, and that shoot through space and head straight towards us? Isaac finally looked up from the map and saw why Miles was asking those questions. Ah! Both boys screamed, and Isaac quickly maneuvered the spaceship just out of the way of the asteroid. After that space rock! Yelled Miles, pointing towards the tail of the asteroid that had just passed them. Now was the time to put those new turbo blasters to the test. Isaac punched the button, and the spaceship hurled towards the flaming ball that had just nearly hit them. The spaceship was so fast that it whizzed right past the asteroid, stopping between it and Earth, far enough ahead that they could hatch their plan. Zip! Miles tightened his spacesuit. Thunk! Isaac stepped into his space boots. Bloop! Both boys pulled on their space helmets. Went the spaceship door as the seal gave way, and Isaac and Miles floated outside the spaceship and into space. Hey, Isaac! Look at me! Miles called out as he did weightless flips and cartwheels around the spaceship. Isaac tried not to laugh. Oh, focus! Focus! Oh, Miles, we don't have much time. The two boys enacted their plan as the flaming asteroid flew closer, growing from a teeny tiny ball of light to the size of a ginormous house within minutes. Ready? Miles shouted to Isaac. Ready! He responded. The brothers held a net on either side of the asteroid's path. The asteroid didn't care. It was too fast, it hit the net and didn't stop, pulling the boys along with it. Oh! The two boys quickly changed tactics. They jumped on the back of the asteroid, holding onto the craters in the rock. Quick! Onto Plan B! Isaac nodded at Miles as both boys reached into their pockets. They stuck the devices onto the back of the asteroid and then kicked off, hurling out of the asteroid's wake to avoid its flaming tail. Just as it looked like the asteroid had won, hurtling towards Earth at terrifying speed, boom. The devices went off, and the asteroid exploded into a zillion harmless little space rocks. Yeah! Shouted Miles and Isaac. Another victory for the Super Space Squad! Wow, Miles and Isaac, I'm so relieved that you saved the day. I would not want to wake up to the sound of a crashing asteroid. The end. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsor. I need your help celebrating a birthday. Drum roll, please. Happy birthday, Cora, who's turning 7 years old. Cora has an amazing imagination. Is a great big sister to her brother Sam and loves her school. Wow, Cora, I'm so glad we got to celebrate you and your big day on the show. Happy 7th birthday. Well, friends, I hope you all have a super duper day, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Bye.